Hi Sam. Today we're diving into the word
kennen,
Hi Alex. That sounds interesting. What does it mean?
the verb
kennen,
means to know someone or something. It's often used when referring to people or familiar things. The most common meaning is simply to know. Just be careful, because it's a false friend with the English word to know.
Oh really? How is it different?
In English, we use to know for both people and facts, but in German, we have two different verbs. We use
kennen,
for people and places, and
wissen,
for facts or information.
Got it. How is
kennen,
used in sentences?
Great question. In the present tense, you would say,
ich kenne,
for I know,
du kennst,
for you know, and
kennt,
for he knows. For the past tense, you would say,
ich kannte,
in the,
Präteritum,
and in the.
perfekt,
You would say,
ich habe gekannt,
So, I can say,
ich kenne Maria.
means I know Maria.
exactly. And if you wanted to say I knew Maria, it would be,
ich kannte Maria,
And how about in the?
Perfekt.
you'd say,
ich habe Maria gekannt.
That's pretty straightforward. Are there any other forms I should know?
yes. The imperative form is,
Kenne,
when you're telling someone to know something, but it's not commonly used. Also, remember that
kennen,
is not a separable verb, so it doesn't split up in sentences.
Okay, that makes sense. What about where the word comes from?
kennen,
Comes from Old High German,
kinnern,
which means to recognize or to acknowledge. Over time, it evolved to its current meaning.
That's really fascinating. I love learning about word origins.
I'm glad you do. Now let's break down the word into its parts. The root is,
kenn,
which relates to knowledge or recognition. There's no prefix or suffix in this case, so it's a bit simpler.
So, it stands alone.
Exactly. It's like a Lego block by itself.
What about similar words? Are there any?
Sure. If we look at words with the same root, we have,
erkennen,
which means to recognize, and,
kennenlernen,
which means to get to know. Both share that.
kenn,
Root.
What are some more examples?
There's also
ankennen,
meaning to acknowledge and
misskennen,
which means to misrecognize. You can see how they all relate back to knowledge or recognition.
That's 8 already.
Not quite. There's,
verkennen,
which means to misjudge, and we also have adjectives like
unbekannt,
meaning unknown.
This is a lot of new information. Can we practice using?
kennen,
In real-life situations.
Absolutely. Imagine you're at a party and you meet someone. You might say,
ich kenne deinen Freund.
meaning I know your friend.
Okay. I'll try.
ich kenne deinen Bruder.
Perfect. Another situation could be at a cafe. You could say,
Ich kenne dieses Café. Es ist sehr gemütlich.
which means I know this cafe. It is very cozy.
Let me try.
Ich kenne dieses Restaurant. Es ist lecker.
Excellent. Now, if you're traveling and want to ask if someone knows a place, you could say,
Kennst du die Stadt?
meaning, do you know the city?
Kennst du das Museum?
Did I get that right?
You did. That's great.
Are there any tips for remembering the gender of related nouns?
Since
Kennen,
is a verb, it doesn't have a gender. But if you encounter the noun,
kennen,
which means knowledge, it's feminine, so you would say.
die kennen,
A hint is that it ends in.
That's helpful. What about common phrases with?
Kennen.
Sure. Some typical collocations include
jemanden gut kennen,
which means to know someone well,
sich gut kennen,
meaning to know each other well, and
nicht kennen,
which means to not know.
And are there any similar words that I should watch out for?
Yes. Don't confuse
kennen,
with,
wissen,
which we mentioned earlier. Also, be careful with,
kennenlernen,
as it means to meet or to get to know, not just knowing.
This is really valuable. Can you quiz me on what we learned?
Of course. First question, what does
kennen,
mean?
It means to know.
Correct. Second question, how do you say I knew in German?
Ich kannte.
Right. Third question, what is the past participle of?
kennen,
Is it?
Gekannt.
Exactly. Fourth question, can you give me a sentence using
kennen,
in the?
perfekt,
Ich habe meinen Freund gekannt.
Perfect. Last question, what's a common phrase with?
kennen,
Ich kenne dich gut.
Well done, Sam. You really grasped the word.
kennen,
To wrap up, remember that it means to know and is used for people and familiar things.
Thanks, Alex. I learned a lot today.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and you'll be using
kennen.
fluently in no time.